That's not in the way, right? That little thing.
That thing thangin'.
That thing thangin'? What are you talking about?
That thing thangin'.
Is that an inside joke? Is that a
I don't know. I just said
new
it.
slang?
My thing's thangin'.
You know what I'm talking about.
Hey,
We're talking about your thing. And it's out and about thangin'.
Is your thing thangin', Mariah?
Like when
She doesn't have a thing.
No.
She has a ving.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Well, okay.
Don't talk about my
Is it a
girlfriend like that.
caboose? Oh, that thing, banging when people are twerking.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's your butt.
Like
Your ass.
the object is doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing.
The object knew the assignment.
Right.
I was in an Uber the other day. And I pull out my phone and I immediately open Candy Crush, and it does this like, dang! It plays just like the song it plays, and as soon as it went up, I was like, oh fuck, that's embarrassing. And I put it down, and the Uber driver goes, Candy Crush. No! He's like, I am obsessed with that game.
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
It's a good time killer, huh? He's like, I mean, he's like Arab, so I was trying to do an Arab accent.
It was so close.
Have you been spending any more money on Candy
Yes,
Crush?
I spent $50 last week.
You did
Zane.
not.
You have a
Go
problem.
grocery shopping.
I have a problem.
Yes.
At least I'm not spending $1,000 on the gambling table. At least I'm getting something out of it.
You don't have the potential to win money in Candy Crush.
I'm getting points. I'm getting bombs to defeat the colors,
Oh,
but
here we
you just lose and that's it.
But sometimes I win.
And sometimes you don't. That's most of the time.
At least I can win.
I said what I said.
Period.
Sorry.
Somebody else has something to say, period, too?
Yeah, that's my renovation lady. I'm trying to avoid her because I feel bad telling her that I'm not doing it anymore.
You're not doing the renovations anymore?
I'm not doing the inside anymore.
Okay, so
We don't have to move out.
I can get a tonal.
A tonal?
What's
A
that?
tonal. It's like the it's like a Peloton, but like Bowflex. It's like an in-home gym.
Where are you
thing.
gonna put it?
In the room where Todd has his piano, right on that wall where it used
I
to
didn't know we
record.
could just use all the rooms in the fucking house.
You can use it. I can use it. We all can use it.
Nobody's going to use it but you, Matt.
I don't know. I actually feel like Zane, you would get a good kick out of it.
a good kick out of it.
A good pump.
What does it do? Is it a rower?
No, it's like has these arms come out and these like
It's
pulleys.
like a new
and it
age
has-
Bowflex.
Do you use your rower?
I use Joe's, well, my rower, yeah, for like cardio occasionally. There's a tiny leak in
I
it.
ran my finger across the.
Why don't you take it and put it in Scott's garage since all of our equipment is in there?
It has to be like bolted into a wall.
And
There's
now
not,
you're putting
like,
holes in it.
Oh my
Okay.
god, man!
No,
I'll pay.
you're not getting a tonal.
Your rent's going up by $1,000. Unbelievable.
He took over your guest room for his podcast. Now he's taking your other
I
guest
know,
room.
he's taking Todd's little space. I mean, fucking hey, Matt.
It's Matt's world.
I'm gonna do it.
You just did the head nod.
Oh yeah, like, did you see that TikTok
Yeah.
about head nodding?
Like the way you like greet other people, like men. You either do the up or the down.
Oh, what's the
Right.
difference between the two?
Well, you do the up for somebody that you know,
Yes.
and you do the down for somebody you don't know.
Yeah, so like,
Like
Oh,
if you see one of your friends, you'd be
yes.
like this, and if it's somebody like a stranger walking by, like you acknowledge each other, you're just like,
Oh my god,
Oh, I
that's
don't
so
even
true.
think about
it's
that.
some like primal instinct we have as
you're
just-
vulnerable. You show your throat.
Yeah.
Like to like
Oh.
like
I
a friend or
trust
somebody that you
you.
trust. You go up, and if it's a stranger, you go down because you're.
Wow,
You're-
we're showing
That's
off our
some,
antlers.
That's some like medieval times.
And you do a little smirk too because you don't know who they are, so you just go.
Oh, that's like a white person thing. Remember
Oh.
Brian Regan talked about that?
Yes.
He
when
talked
you walk
about
into
white
an
people
elevator,
walking to an elevator and he goes, they always do the face. White
The
people do the
same.
face. Eyebrows
eyebrows
up, lips in. Yeah.
What is that face?
Matt does it when we're fighting. He goes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Matt. Yeah. Matt, he cocks his head.
When he thinks he's right, he goes. And I'm like,
Wait, then how do women like greet or
I
nod
just-
to each other?
I just go for everybody.
they do this.
Just a little
boobs
smirk.
up, boobs down.
Hi. I feel like women always just say hi to other women.
Oh, yeah.
though. It's like
I say hi to
Hey,
people.
hi.
Hi.
All right, let's start this podcast.
All
Let's
right,
go, baby.
okay.
1, 2, 3, go.
My
It's comedy time,
don't
baby.
mess around.
You got freaking White Claw in my coffee, dude.
You have coffee?
Yeah, I'm not drinking this episode.
I have coffee too.
Woo! Whoa.
Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered.
Wow.
We need to put a little clap, like audience.
Can you imagine us doing this in front of a live studio
Absolutely.
Oh,
audience?
that'd be bad. He'd take a potty break every 5 minutes. It would never
Dude.
work.
I have a problem.
Was I wrong?
Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
He has IBS.
I don't want to take a shit.
The fuck is IBS?
Irritable bowel syndrome.
You would know.
Oh, speaking of going to the bathroom, I had one of the most embarrassing things that has ever happened to me.
Okay.
And everybody poops.
I mean,
Happens.
some
so
people don't.
I'm getting over the embarrassment, but I need to just own it. And this is what happened. So this past weekend, I went to Alabama, and I stayed at Patricia's parents' house. And I stay upstairs when I'm at their house. And they're empty nesters, they don't go upstairs that often. And one night, right before I went to bed, I needed to, use the toilet,
loo.
Yeah.
use the loo. And, I dropped
It's okay, Matt.
a gentle deuce, okay? Like, it wasn't hefty at
Okay.
all. And I so I do
story
my
about your-
business. I use very, not even a lot of toilet paper. I want to make it clear that this was just a simple job done.
Oh god.
Oh no,
And-
I already know where this is going.
And I flush the toilet. It goes down, and then like it all comes up, and it's like higher. Like the water is just at a much higher level, and it's it's like 1:30
And it didn't
in the
flush,
morning.
like, all the way down.
Her parents are asleep. Everyone's to bed. I can't do anything about it. Yeah. So it was like I knew I didn't clog the toilet. Because if it clogged, I'd be like, okay, because that was a lot. Hardly anything went in there. So I'm taking a look at the toilet. I open it up. I'm messing with the little lever and the chain. And I'm like, there's a water issue with this right now. There's a water issue.
Don't call them out like that.
Call what out?
Their water. Never mind.
Well, it was just
Sensitive.
the toilet. It happens. Toilets malfunction every now and then. So I decide, and the water was super high. I couldn't wake up anybody, so I just go to bed.
No, why
There's no
the hell?
plunger? You don't have a plunger
No,
there?
there was no plunger up there, and I'm not going to wake up the entire house to ask for a plunger.
Go downstairs, check another bathroom.
I don't know. I maybe should have done that. But the thing is, I knew it wasn't clogged though, so I knew I didn't
Okay.
need a plunger. And
You let
whoever-
it fucking marinate overnight.
Well, because I thought the water level was so high, and then I woke up in the morning, the water level's super low, and now it's just like
No.
Just shit.
Don't flush
The
it.
remains of
Don't
the poop.
flush it.
I did give it a go again because the water's all down. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, maybe it works this time, and the water just rises back up, and I'm like, shit. So I go down
Literally.
and I tell Patricia this, and we're about to go do something, and she's like, we'll deal with it later. And then finally,
it's just the
the
smell.
day goes on, and we come back to her house, and I'm like, the toilet, there's still that problem. She's like, oh God, I forgot. And she's like, tells her parents, they go, something's wrong with the toilet. Matt, says that there's like an issue with it. And they're like, oh, you just clogged the toilet. I'm like, I didn't clog the toilet. There's a water level issue. And they go, no, go get the plunger. And I'm like, okay, sure. I go and get the plunger. They give it to me, and I go up there, and I'm plunging away.
Are they
and
watching you?
No.
Is there water in there when you're plunging
Well,
it?
at this point, it got really low, but I figured, okay, maybe if I just give it a little go,
Uh-huh.
and then I flush it. I flush it again. After giving it a decent plunge, the
Why?
water level rises all the way to the top.
No.
And then I'm like, okay, now I got to plunge it again. And then Patricia comes up and sees me sticking in the plunger, one of those wood ones, where like now it's
Oh,
in.
no. The wood,
you know-
it's going to seep into the wood.
Oh,
and-
it's seeping into the wood and all of it. And it starts smelling bad. And I'm just like,
How
Patricia,
many hours is
Well,
get
it's
out
been
of here.
marinated in like
18
Sunday
hours?
24
sauce.
hours. 24
Full
hours.
24.
And now it's like murked up back with the water and it's to the brim. And I'm just in there.
Oh,
and
you know
Patricia-
it's splashing all over, Matt.
Yeah.
at
And
this
Patricia's
point.
trying to like come in and help, and I'm like, "Get out of here! Let me handle this." And then her parents are like, "Is everything fine?" And I'm like, "Everything is fine." And I'm just like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" And then I like take it, take the plunger out and try to carry it to the bathtub.
No.
Because like, what am I gonna do with this like huge half wet, plunger filled with shit
That's the
water?
worst. Where you gotta like tap it on the rim and try to get it to like dry as much as
Oh, I do
possible.
this. I do the spoon.
Yeah, and then you gotta like go real quick and try to
Yes.
get it. Oh
So-
god.
And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then like it's still not flushing, and the water's getting higher and higher. And then and what's happening right now is we're all getting ready to go out to dinner. Everyone's getting in their nice clothes and stuff. We have a reservation we need to make. And Patricia's dad, I go downstairs, he goes, I'm gonna go take a look at it. And I'm like, no. And he's like, Matt, trust me, I own a hamburger restaurant. I can handle this. And I'm like, you know what? Fine. And I'm downstairs pacing their hallways, like biting my nails, going, oh God, oh God. And then all of a sudden I hear, oh no.
It did not.
He goes, I need towels.
It overflowed.
My heart sinks. And I'm like, no, I am so sorry. He needs towels. And then Patricia's mom is going and getting me like all these like, just throwaway towels. I bring them up. I walk into the bathroom. It's just like everywhere on the floor.
God.
He's wearing these nice shoes. And we're having to like throw the towels around, covering as much surface area.
Old shit water is all over.
And he's just.
At that point, that's an infection. Like
Just-
you can't touch that shit.
Just
yeah.
fly home early at that
Yeah.
point.
I'm glad Patricia and I have been dating like a year and a half, so I'm like pretty comfortable with like her and her family. But if that happened in the first weeks of
Fuck.
dating,
Done.
she would have never seen me again. I couldn't show my face around that at all. And so we then had to like lay down all the towels, go out to dinner.
And you left it again?
Well, we had because
They had a reservation.
How does the whole day pass by that next day? I just don't understand how
At that point,
that wasn't
dinner could
taken
wait.
care of.
So we go and have dinner. We come back. I then have to collect.
You guys are probably
the-
all like buzzed up from a good dinner. Like get back into the house. You're
comes
like,
back to-
oh.
I know. We like forgot about it. We
Yeah.
came back and I'm like, shit.
the shit is now alive.
Ecosystem now brewing in their house. I'm worried I'm gonna have to pay for new tiles, like all of this. So I then have to go up and sop up all of the
Oh
the
my
wet
God.
shit towels. Dude, I'm like
Yeah, you're really.
I'm traumatized. But like it's okay, Matt. It happens.
No, that's a nightmare. Like that's like
Yeah.
that's a movie scene. That's
Just
like a scene where the girl brings the boyfriend home for the first time, and then that shit happens.
Yeah. It was like out of American Pie.
American Pie. There you go. That's
So
a great
everything
example.
was fixed. The toilet was fine. It wasn't a clog. It was like a water issue.
Yeah, we'll keep going with the water issue.
Sorry if it was a long story.
No.
That's a long, shitty story. That's for sure.
That's for shit sure.
Well, fuck. Let's on a lighter note. Anything else happen to you guys?
I
that's
saved
not
Mariah's life.
shitty?
What?
Yeah,
You
I
saved her
think he
life.
actually did.
I really did.
What happened?
I was,
This is embarrassing for me.
every once in a while, a boyfriend gets to be a hero.
Okay.
And I had my moment. Growing up, we always, we learned how to do CPR, the Heimlich, all sorts of stuff.
Right.
And I was like, one day I want to like give somebody the Heimlich and like put my knowledge to the test.
You.
I saved
Kind
her.
of.
So we were in the hot tub. And she was a little bit tired. She had a piece of rosemary bread. Right?
She's eating bread in the hot tub.
She got all excited. She stuffed her mouth with the rest of the bread, and she's dancing around the hot tub because she just got this burst of energy. Because like Italian bread
Yeah,
just gets her
because
going.
the worst things for you fucking give you energy.
So
That's exactly what happened.
just carbs. So she's stuffing her mouth. She's on the fucking rosemary bread high.
Didn't give you energy this
All
time.
of a sudden, I'm like, go, Bubba, go.
Hyped me up. Not even like this happened in a span of what 5 seconds?
Dude,
Literally
it was
5
like,
seconds.
Go, Bubba.
There. Go, Bubba. She's over here.
Oh, she feeling herself.
All of a sudden, she's. And I'm like, go.
Remix.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. He
Down
didn't
low.
know I
Bring
was
it down
serious.
low.
He was like,
Okay.
"Hold on, you're really joking."
And then she's. And she couldn't get air.
I couldn't inhale. It was only exhaling, so I was running out of breath because I
And-
couldn't inhale
yeah.
anything because there was a piece of bread.
And I'm like, oh my God, you're like choking. So I'm like, oh shit. So I start.
Oh, doing like a baby cat.
And, like I was honestly nervous. I didn't want to go full Heimlich because
Yeah.
that's like,
Wait, why-
that's where you like admit that it's a full on emergency.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Why do I see you both laughing while this shit's happening?
yeah, we
both of
were.
you. Where I was just like,
I was like scared, but also I'm like, oh my God, this is real. So I'm like hitting her back.
I think you hit it twice and then it came out.
And then a whole it was a fucking loaf of bread that came out of her.
no, the part in my throat
Well, I
was
forgot. She had her
tiny.
mouth stuffed with more bread.
Right.
But
I
she
was
choked.
already stuffed and a little crumb went down. But it
Oh.
like what was the story Zane told where he said it was like
Yeah.
yeah, it
Oh,
went like that.
there's a foot shot. Can you crop that?
Yeah, so
That's what it was like. It was this tiny crumb that was in there, but I had a whole stuffed mouthful of bread, and it was in my mouth. So I spit that out first. So it was like it was disgusting.
I already know it was that corner piece that's like really hard.
Probably.
crust.
Oh, it was so tiny, and then I think I was more scared of throwing up.
Oh, I
I was
would've.
more
That's how
terrified
Mariah
of
goes.
rosemary bread.
What happened to Mariah?
Italian bread.
She choked on a piece of bread.
Classic.
Shit.
So she just
Wait.
coughed it up, and then she just looked at me with love in her eyes. And
You saved me.
Oh,
did.
that's
It really did.
adorable. That's a good relationship.
Shit.
Oh god.
I told you about the time I was choked on a tampon wrapper, right?
I think
What was
a
it doing
tampon
near your
I
mouth?
I think I
wrapper?
remember you telling
A
me about
tampon
that.
wrapper.
What was it doing
I
near
do,
your
but
mouth?
like, why didn't you remember? I'll just explain it real quick. So,
Wait, you didn't tell me that.
no?
No.
Okay, so it was like in middle school. We were on the school bus, and I don't know why, but the tampon, someone threw a tampon at me. It wasn't open. It was like in the wrapper. It was clean. So I opened the wrapper. It was my friend's tampon. So I opened the wrapper, and it was like very, very silky. It was like one of those like
Yeah.
good high end tampons. So the I'm taking the
Zane.
wrapper. I open it all the way like that, and I'm just like. You know what, like that? You know when you do with the
Bologna.
bologna?
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
I just keep doing it, and all of a sudden it goes, and it goes right there, and I'm like, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm like, and like, dude, it was so fucking
No
far,
freaking way.
and everyone starts laughing, and I'm just like, and then I'm like, I'm putting my fingers down my throat, and it was all wet and silk, so I couldn't pull it out because it was so fucking slimy. So I'm sitting there fucking grabbing it, and nobody else will put their fingers in to grab it, so I had to do it myself, and I was fucking choking like I was about to fucking die. And no air was going through, just the whole wrapper was
yes,
in
I know
there.
the feeling.
My
Yes.
God.
And after like a solid 20 seconds, I grab it with my fucking little nails that I have, and like my whole fucking soul comes out, and it just everyone's just like. And then I start coughing, and everyone keeps laughing, and like they nobody understood that like
The
I
serious-
You're
almost
really
fucking
choking,
died.
yeah.
So it
Like that
reminded me of
feeling's
that.
insane. Like
Yeah.
of not being able to like bring anything
Oh
in.
my
Like
god.
Just here we go. It's
Yeah.
literally the first thing you think of. Like here we go.
There you go.
this is it.
This is it.
Wow, that's actually I've never heard that story.
I've
done-
That
yeah.
is crazy.
I've gotten that feeling on a mozzarella stick. You know when you like
Yeah.
eat it,
That's the
and you can
worst.
swallow an entire chunk of it, but it's still
You're still holding it.
attached. Like the cheese just stretches all the way down your throat. And I remember like I didn't know whether to try to pull it all the way back out or like break it and keep trying to swallow. So I'm like, that clip's gonna get fucking.
Well, don't do it again. Give him another chance.
You know what makes me choke all the time? Angel hair spaghetti. Every time I eat
yeah?
I have this little mini like, I have to just spit it out.
Now I'll know to break Zane's in half when I cook his.
No, I don't think it's how long it is. I think it's just like the thin. I don't know. It's definitely like the thin pasta. It doesn't matter how
Did
big
you
it
see
is.
that thing about cheese sticks or mozzarella sticks where it's
Yeah.
like, hey, do you want 6 cheese sticks? Nah, I'm good. You say, you want 6 cheese sticks fried?
Deep fried.
Deep fried and
yeah.
hot? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god.
Why is that okay?
True.
Yeah, it's just cheese sticks fried, but like that on its own
Why
is
does
like,
it
ugh.
like you're making it worse? Like
'Cause it's-
worse for you.
Yeah, but anything fried is so much better. Like
And-
chicken
and
cutlet's
melted
so much better than regular chicken.
Yeah.
And melted cheese too is like
Yeah, it's something
Prime.
special.
Have they ever tried like fried pizza or something like that?
fry a
Ooh.
pizza.
Fried pizza. I was thinking about like the worst thing you can eat.
Like covering
fry
it
it.
in like just breadcrumb and deep.
That's probably
That
pretty much
has
like a
been done.
It's like a
That has been
calzone, right?
done.
That's pretty much a calzone.
Stromboli.
Or stromboli.
Well, they don't fry that.
Stromboli is just
Oh.
dough though.
Still
it's
baked.
Oh, okay.
I love a good stromboli.
We should try it, guys.
This episode is brought to you by Honey.
Baby, we all shop online, and we've all seen that promo field taunt us at checkout.
But thanks to Honey, manually typing in coupon codes is a thing of the past.
Honey is the free shopping tool that scours the internet for the best promo codes and applies the best one to your cart.
Honey supports over 30,000 stores online like tech, gaming, fashion, and even food delivery.
Baby, you see the outfit that I'm wearing right now?
Mhm, I see the fit, the blue jeans and all.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I never wear blue jeans. I've
know.
worn blue jeans since 8th grade.
Looks good.
And you know why I'm wearing it right now? Because
are
it
you
was
wearing it?
cheap. Cheap because of Honey.
Okay, man. You a little shopaholic now. Okay. As soon as a coupon hits, you're like, spend it all. And Honey is so easy too. All you got to do at checkout is let that little Honey button drop down, click apply coupons, and just wait.
And if Honey finds a working coupon, baby, watch the prices drop.
Woo!
And Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. You know how much money that is?
That's like $2 billion.
Yeah, you're right.
If you don't have Honey, you could be straight up missing out on free savings.
It's literally free and installs in just a few seconds.
And by getting it, you'll be doing yourself a solid and supporting us.
And guys, we would never recommend something we don't use, obviously.
So get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/unfiltered.
That's joinhoney.com/unfiltered. Unfiltered.
Thank you, honey.
I went to Florida
Uh-huh.
like a week and a half ago.
Oh,
That was a lot of
yes.
fun. I went back because Hidaya is about to move to New York.
That
Isn't that fucking
I
insane?
cannot believe
I
it.
can't believe that.
It just like out of nowhere. Like I was on a phone call with her like 3 weeks ago, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm moving to New York." I'm like, "Wait a second.
She's
Bubba's
grown up.
letting you fucking go." He's like, "Yeah, it was a lot, but like they're letting me go." I'm like, "Oh, thank God." I mean, thank God you're able to like kind of just live your life
I'm
a little
excited
bit. But
for her.
New York's gonna change her.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. I'm also like a little like I'm scared too because she's just been inside with her parents for so long.
Yeah, it's a
I'm just like worried.
totally different lifestyle.
Yeah, and New York can be very like dangerous out there.
Yeah, that's super overwhelming.
Is she a Manhattan gal or Brooklyn?
Brooklyn.
Oh.
I'll
Yeah.
have the mob watch out for her.
She's
I'll
moving
have my
out there.
people call her people.
My people.
Yeah, I mean she's good with the cartel, fucking hiding that shit in her fucking
Uh-huh.
car. But yeah, she's moving out there with her best friend. I just hope they take care of each other out there. I just hope
At
they're
least
like
she has
smart.
somebody.
Yeah,
She'll be fine.
she if anybody lives out in New York, Brooklyn, or anywhere there, she really wants to work at a bakery. So if you guys
Oh,
know anybody
yes.
that like owns a bakery
You
or
know
is
somebody that
hiring,
owns a bakery in New York?
Hidaya really wants a job.
One of my roommates in college worked at a Brooklyn bakery for like 3 years.
Is it like what kind of bakery is it? Is it like a?
I think it's called like the Blue Moon.
She's
Blue
really
Dog.
good.
It's a blue something.
If
Luna
anybody
Blue.
in Carlo's Bakery in Hoboken
Oh.
is
So-
hire Hidaya.
Mariah said that that's like a really good bakery that she should work
Yeah,
at.
I think
yeah,
she should
any
go
like
there.
because she's really good. I think she wants to work at like a high end, like a nice
Mm-hmm.
bakery because she is like
Really good.
yeah.
I have a cousin I can get her in contact with too.
Okay, all right.
Who
Let's
does-
make
who
it
does, like,
happen.
She's gonna thrive.
Gourmet.
She's gonna
Guys,
do
let me know. DM me, email me or something. Let's get Hidaya a job. Let her live the best life out there. When she's fully like moved there, I'm gonna fly out there.
Oh
to
yeah,
visit.
that's like a good reason to go to New York.
Yeah.
Hell yeah,
I'll probably post my first and last vlog out there doing that. Oh, and then my flight back. I have never cried in an airplane ride.
Uh-huh.
Like before we left,
an airplane ride.
before we left, the pilot was like, "It's gonna be a smooth flight all the way." Literally, the best thing I love hearing that shit. That's like music to my ears every
It'll
time
be
the
a
pilot says
smooth
that.
airplane ride on the way
Airplane
there.
ride.
Smooth, what do you fucking say? Smooth
No,
airplane
we're
It's a
just
ride?
flight. It's a
airplane ride.
flight.
Oh, whatever. It's a fucking
It's a
airplane
flight.
ride.
We can-
Sounds like
Flight,
a
same
roller
fucking
coaster.
thing.
Who's ready for the airplane ride?
Yeah,
You had a
tomato,
captain
tomato.
who's like,
A flight.
Here
we're gonna have a really
Airplane ride.
smooth airplane ride on our way to Los Angeles. He just like,
So he says that, and I'm like, fuck yeah, like this is gonna be such a great ride. I'm gonna have a little whiskey, whatever. And then halfway there, we're flying over Texas, and all of a sudden, there's a storm. I was like, oh my fucking God, I hope we fly around it. Like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to get through this. And I check the weather app, like there's like this weather where you can see the storm, and I look, and we're right over, like it's all red. Just all red. And
The
red is like the
eye.
highest fucking, like the highest when it comes to weather. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And then we start going. And it was 20 minutes of fucking boom, 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 zoom, boom. And I swear to God, I thought we were going to die. And I start fucking crying because I was like, this is it. No one's here with me. This is going down. And I even like, after that whole 20 minutes after I thought I was going to die, I like take out my phone just to see how much I was crying. And I was just,
Did you take a picture?
I took a video.
Oh, man,
You have a
I
video of
gotta
it going
see.
crazy?
Yeah, I posted it on the
just
story.
it's the most moderate
Right.
turbulence, but Zane's just like he's jerking around, making it seem so much worse.
I took a video and I posted it and I deleted it immediately. I'm like, no one does this. I was just like, I got insecure and deleted it. But let me show you the fucking.
You deleted
video.
it off your Instagram story?
Yeah, like after 2 minutes. After 2 minutes, it was
Oh,
up,
I
was like,
saw it right when it was happening. I was like,
Oh,
damn, this is gonna be
deleted
a
it.
good story.
straight up, just fucking.
me
And this,
see.
the lady
I gotta
next,
see.
the lady next to me just.
She was chilling.
Yeah,
It was this older lady just sitting there, just,
Let me see the video.
and I'm fucking sitting there dying. I'm sweating just thinking about it.
Zane's reliving it right now.
Yeah.
Speaking of planes, though, did you
Here
see
we
what just
go.
happened today at LAX?
No,
Please don't tell me. I don't want to know.
What?
I don't want to know.
This guy tried to hijack a plane.
No,
No,
What?
you're kidding. You're
Yes.
I think
kidding.
I would have heard about that.
Hold on.
It's all over. Like it.
Wait,
How the
but
fuck did we not see this?
I don't know. It's there's a video. I didn't watch it. I was gonna save it. But yeah, I guess the flight attendants like tackled him down and zip tied him.
He was on the plane.
Yeah.
But before
Try-
it had taken off.
I don't know.
Well, why are you trying to hijack a plane before it takes off? You know?
Wait,
It
what?
must have been in
Oh
the air.
shit!
Like that isn't getting off the runway.
Really?
Buddy.
Yeah.
Man allegedly
There's
tries to
literally
overtake airplane out
1,500
of Los
buttons.
Angeles.
Good luck.
Yes, and so much
What-
security
what
around the
airline?
entire
Delta.
airstrip that will
Delta?
stop
Shit.
this.
I loved Delta.
This man needs an award. Just saved the plane. Jesus, yeah. There's a picture of this guy. He saved
me see.
everybody.
Oh, thank goodness. Did you ever hear about Mark
Oh my
Wahlberg when he
God.
was like,
What
if I
the
was
hell?
on the flights for 9/11, I would have stopped it.
Who said that?
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg in an interview. It's just the most absurd thing where he was like, if I was there that day, I would have stopped it. Like,
Oh my God, who
okay,
fucking
Mark
says
Wahlberg.
that?
As much as I really want to believe that, he is said in an interview, just the most like not needed. Do you ever look at the flight attendants when they're giving you the security demonstration?
I do because I feel
Sometimes-
bad because nobody else is looking.
Lately, I just like to look
Yeah.
and just not break eye contact with them the
I'm
entire
not.
time.
You're
'cause
doing it with
sometimes
them.
they're
You got
like,
the buckle.
like just because I'm like, no, I'm listening to you.
Yeah, I just
and
feel
sometimes they
bad.
get nervous, like I'm paying that much attention to it. Not to mess with them, but just to be like, okay,
I'm here.
show me.
You should every flight pretend it's your first flight.
And the exits are there. Like, you
Like,
keep.
pull out the card from the seat back pocket and you're.
Oh, that you have to read and follow. Yeah.
I used to do that every time I got on a flight. Like I thought it was like a good luck charm thing my good luck charm is like when I get on flights, I always touch the
I've noticed you
exterior
do that.
of the plane. I've
you
done it
do
since I was a kid. It's nothing I'm too superstitious about, but like I love touching the exterior of a plane before I walk in.
With
Pretty
consent.
surreal that thing is up in the air.
Right. And like that little thing you touched is about to be,
Yeah.
zooming through the sky. But the flight attendants always think like I like stick something on it. They're always
Oh,
like,
God.
and I'm like,
God.
nothing. I just for good
Oh,
luck.
that's funny.
Matt, you just
Like one of those sticky bombs in movies.
sticky bomb.
How do they always have that? It's like a sticky bomb. It's all
Or like
like
the
just
thing
like
from Spy Kids where they stick the sticker on the thumbs.
the what?
Stick the thumb people in Spy Kids.
Am I crazy? Don't
And
they stick a
I don't
sticker that
remember.
electrocutes
No,
them?
there's the gum that is the
Oh,
security
the gum.
yeah.
Yeah,
the gum
yeah.
that they have, or they have electrocution gum in Spy Kids.
Yes, that's what. Yeah.
My name is Carmen Elizabeth Amanita Ablacorte.
I don't know. I give
Access granted.
I give
Access
respect to
granted.
fucking flight attendants that have to do
Yeah.
that shit all day every day.
I would love to be a flight attendant.
You could do that.
It just seems so cool to do for like a day.
For a day.
Did you ever see the video of the woman who was on a plane and she was complaining that she was sitting next to a baby
Complaining.
and was like, I need to be moved to another seat? And she's like, I work for the governor. I have a big position. I cannot be sitting next to this baby. And
Oh,
the mom
God.
with the baby starts filming this woman and she's complaining to the flight attendant. And the flight attendant won't move her. And she goes, what's your name? And the flight attendant's like, Tabitha. She goes, thank you, Tabitha. You may not, she goes, you may not have a job tomorrow. And the flight attendant goes, I want this lady off my flight. And the woman goes, no, I can't. Tabitha, I can't. You can't kick me off this flight. Tabitha, I'm sorry.
Fuck yeah.
Tabitha, I was really
no.
stressed. This woman just gets like
Put
in
down.
her place.
Yes.
And like they film the whole thing.
I love this new moment of like talking back to the customers. Like when a customer's being a fucking dick, you just go right back. And
Customer is not always right.
and the managers have been like accepting it. They're just like, okay, yeah, don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Respect every
You
worker.
might not
It's
have
so
a job
easy.
tomorrow. I want you off the flight. Just the instant switch.
I was stressed, all right?
Tabitha.
Please, I'm sorry.
That almost sounds like she was just making that shit up.
Oh, yeah, it was she works on the arts committee for like this state. Like it was this most least urgent position
The
to be
arts
complaining.
committee.
The rec
Governor.
center. Of
Oh
the
my
town.
gosh.
It happened like 3 years ago. It's a good clip. Roll it.
Seen on board her Delta flight.
What your name? You may not have a job tomorrow. I want this lady off the plane.
All right. Yeah.
Is it true if you just know somebody that is a flight attendant, you can get like discounts?
Well, you can get put on standby for a lot of flights
Oh,
if
okay.
you know someone who, like my cousin's whose dad is a pilot.
You get like a companion
commercial.
pass,
He's like a
right?
commercial pilot, and he can still get, or like a cargo pilot. He can still put them on like standby for regular.
If your brother's a pilot, why doesn't he try to work for like a commercial airline?
It's not what it used to be.
Is it harder to?
Yeah, it's harder, and it's just, I guess, just what he says is just not what it used to be, and he doesn't really want
Wanna
to
do
get into
it.
it. He would rather
Rinse.
be like a what do they call it? Not commercial, but corporate.
Oh, for private jets.
Private jets,
Oh,
or
that's
work
nice.
for
That's really
like a Jet
cool.
Suite X or something. He would do.
I feel like the stress is just so much lower when you're just working.
Or you're dealing with drunk people that
But
are
like but the cockpit's always closed. You know what I mean? Is it? Actually, I feel like it's always open
On a
in private jets.
It depends, I guess.
It's really dangerous.
I've never laid eyes on a private jet.
Huh?
You've never seen one?
Laid eyes?
Yeah, I don't
You've
think I've
never
ever
like
seen one.
pulled in. Just next time you pull in at an airport, just open up your window and look, and you'll see one.
Oh, really?
Sorry, I don't mean that.
They're
I'm
just
just like-
smaller. They may seem you might think they're like commercial planes, but they're like just smaller and they're all private.
Why'd I think they were like black and silver and
Those are like the rich, like.
that's yeah.
Have you ever flown Jet Suite X? That's like
Is
a
that
pretty
a
cool
jet?
plane to fly. I think it's every time I fly, I'm
it's
like,
a
oh, this is so
small-
Zane, I never
cool.
laid eyes on a jet.
No,
You think
it's
I've
not
flown
it's
it?
not a private jet. It's like a commercial, but it's just like a lot.
What do they call
smaller.
it? They call it semi-private jet.
Semi-private, sure.
How many times have you been in Vegas with us?
Twice? 3 times? Oh, maybe 3 times.
I miss Vegas.
I know.
But I heard like though when you gamble, there's like plexiglass.
Yeah.
in between.
Not anymore.
If you play
Are you sure?
blackjack
Yeah,
now,
I heard they opened it up
oh,
completely.
cool. Well, hopefully that's all good. According, I just don't want to go into like a stall and like gamble and not have some camaraderie.
You wanted to be able to do the high fives next to each
Yes.
other, the
Yeah.
touching, the
Howla.
Tight howla.
Vegas was strange. Like when we went, it was plexiglass everywhere, but you could just do whatever outside of that plexiglass.
It doesn't make sense.
It made no sense.
Did you guys see what happened with the Logan fight?
It hasn't happened yet.
No, it's in a couple days.
Is
But
it like new
It's supposed to
news
be on
like
the
today?
5th, no?
Oh, so for
Well,
the
now-
people listening, it's already happened.
oh shit, you're right. Yeah.
So, but can we make our predictions now?
I think
yeah.
Logan's gonna win.
Me too.
I think he's
I
gonna
think
win
so
too.
I
too.
don't want him to win. I really
But
don't.
I can't tell if like I really hope it's not fixed.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
love to see an even fight.
it
It'd be
could be
so
because-
interesting.
So to get what I was getting at, there will be no winner.
How? What?
How do you know that?
They just announced that they will not be announcing a winner, and they're
Like
not
an
going to have a
official.
judge scoring it.
They're just gonna have them fight.
They said the only thing that they say is like, you're allowed to knock one or the other person out, but there will be no winner. At
So
the
how
end of
can
the
you
fight.
bet on it?
I don't
I don't
think
know.
they took the betting out.
If Mayweather loses, it doesn't count as an actual loss because it's not like a.
Okay.
Well, it's an
that I
exhibition
get.
On
fight.
That I
his
yeah.
get.
like professional
Right.
like roster,
I know, but
right?
that doesn't make sense to me. It's still a fight. You're fighting against somebody.
But it's an exhibition. It's not like in his
Yeah,
weight
'cause
class. It's not
Logan's
like a
not-
legit.
God,
fight
is
fight.
Logan
Yeah.
considered stronger than him? Is that why it's not like?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be an actual fight that would be matched up. He's like a foot taller.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay.
50
you have to be in the
pounds
right
heavier.
weight classes and
Yeah,
stuff.
they're not the
At
same.
first, I was like really off put by like Logan Paul, putting this kind of sending Logan and Jake, they put this social media kind of gun to these professionals' heads and be like, yo, I got
I
all this
know.
cut. You better fight me or you're going to look like a loser. I was like, that's ridiculous.
I thought so too, but they put in the work, and
Like-
I'm like, oh shit.
Well, exactly. But, then I was thinking like, oh, well, then, it's like the gladiator in the town square and the villager wants to fight the biggest, baddest guy in town.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
well, let's see
It's
it.
interesting. Yeah, it's fun.
Well, let's get to the bottom of this
Yes.
shit.
It's like when you watch like a UFC fight, it's like, oh, okay, this is like serious. But like Logan and
Only-
Mayweather, it's entertainment. It's like, fuck yeah,
Yeah.
let's
The
see
only
what
thing that
happens.
pisses me off is that there's like boxers and fighters out there that have worked their entire lives and like have been training and doing this shit. All they want to do is get a chance to get a fight like this, and
Yeah.
then
Of course.
Jake or whatever can just like come in and be like, "Cool, let's do it," because I got clout.
But the
I know.
only
Let's
reason
make
why
this-
that
That's show business.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
Just, like, I feel bad
agree.
for like the people that are actually like,
I know. And that's with a lot of situations too. Not
Yeah.
even like
the
just
thing is that like
boxing.
Triller
It's
would never put a
sad.
fight together for a random just a random fighter who's like really good. You know what I mean? It just like it doesn't make sense.
well, it would
He's
just
the
be
only
like
reason why.
a normal boxing match or
like a
something.
professional boxer.
Right.
Yeah, but they would just have to make their way up just like every other boxer.
Yeah, but they've
I
been
mean, that
working
makes sense.
like their entire
Yeah.
life.
I
for
totally
that.
understand that, but
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like a numbers game when it comes to
And Logan's good. Like he's like
I'm so
He's
excited
quick,
to see what
yeah.
happens.
yeah.
Who's the paparazzi rooting for?
Team Bryce,
Team
baby.
Bryce, baby.
Even the
Oh,
God.
Oh God.
Team-
It's the little like. It's the butt forward a little bit, like just like the little.
I'm glad Tana can laugh about it because that shit was
I
fucking.
wouldn't be making fun of it.
I just
Like,
don't-
my favorite is when she's like when
You're
her,
the
when her, eye,
paparazzi
when her
Bryce
eyes are
on
like
God.
Yeah. It's so funny how something like that can blow up and be so memeable and like
That's my
see-
biggest fear, though. That's like the thing. If you're stoned, you're worried if you said something weird or off. Like,
Yeah.
that's
And then everybody's recreating it.
yeah. Oh,
I loved watching other people's faces when she said that. And it's just, you could tell that they're just like, she said, "On God," and they're just like,
That video, like, obviously it went viral, but yesterday there was a different angle of it, like from the other side, and
yeah.
people were like, "New angle unlocked."
Oh my God. Do you think it was the on God at the end that made it like go crazy, or it was just the whole thing?
it was the whole thing.
the whole
thing.
spiel.
It was
like,
Yeah. And the position.
Team Bryce. It was Team Bryce, paparazzi, on God.
Like,
it was
where
just a
were
perfect
they?
triple.
that could have happened to any
I
of us.
know.
You know, when you have, you know,
say something
fans
stupid.
are out there, paparazzi's filming you, and you're just trying to, close it up and be
No,
funny.
man, nobody says that though.
No,
Right.
but what if you were
She's
in
just-
the? What if
She
you were
was
like?
trying to wrap it up.
I-
you
I
know?
would have been like,
get
"On
it.
God." How's this? On God.
And all of us look at you like, it's like, was that bad? Like, it's fine.
Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed.
On God.
I am curious about that fight too.
Which one?
Yeah, because that.
Oh, I
The-
keep forgetting about that one. Ugh, I'm
Because
not
they hate
interested.
The
they
Bryce
hate
and
each other
Austin
more
fight.
than Logan and Mayweather, so that
Austin
one would be like
McBroom,
real.
Is he a professional fighter?
No.
McBroom isn't?
No.
Oh,
I
who
think
is
both
I
he?
think they're
YouTubers.
clowns.
He's Ace Family, the dad.
Oh.
They're
Oh.
like cringy.
Bryce,
Like they're
Bryce
doing.
Hall all day. That other guy, his diapers he's got to clean and shit. He is like
No,
kids,
Bryce,
he's
no.
got
He's
kids,
got to fight for
gotta-
his family.
Okay, genuinely,
does.
I think Austin's gonna win. I
think
really
so,
think
too.
he's gonna win
I don't
because
know, man.
I was watching Bryce like practice and I was like, he's hitting so low and Austin's really tall. Like his
How old is Austin?
I don't know.
he's got to be.
He's got a
30
dad
something.
bod.
I feel like Bryce is
I don't
quicker
know
than
anything,
Austin,
y'all.
though.
People are gonna come.
I know,
No.
right?
This wonderful podcast is sponsored by Brooklinen.
If your everyday has started to feel ordinary, then baby, spice it up. Make it a little bit magical. All you got to do is upgrade your bedding, loungewear, get a robe.
Step into the new season with style and comfort with Brooklinen.
Brooklinen was started to create beautiful, high-quality home essentials that don't cost you an arm and a leg.
Brooklinen has something for your every comfort need. Ideal for a seasonal refresh because, baby, they're launching new product, new colors, new patterns all the time.
We're talking buttery soft, breathable sheets,
And you know I love butter. They also got plush and absorbent towels
cozy robes, and comfy loungewear.
you'll want to put on and never take off.
Success.
They're so confident in their core products that they give you a 365-day warranty.
And fans are confident too. They've already received over 75,000 five-star reviews.
I think I already talked about this already, but like the new sheets that I got from Brooklinen keeps me cool every night.
They're incredible.
So nice. Like because normally I wake up like in a whole
Drenched.
mess of sweat. It's really bad because my AC is broken right now, so I need a little bit of air coming through my sheets because I have none right now. So they make these sheets just
Breathable.
It's actually insane. I love it so much. It actually helps me not have to wash it as much as because I normally I'd have to wash it every week, but now I don't have to wash it every week
Oh, I
because
don't
I'm not
wash them
sweating
anymore.
all in it. Yeah.
I just buy a new one, baby. I just like it. I
Yeah.
got a little addiction.
Yeah. So thank you, Brooklyn, so much. You've literally saved my restless nights of just sweating in my bed because it would wake me up all the time. So now I just get a nice deep sleep, no disruption, and I just feel good in the morning.
So go to brooklinen.com and use promo code UNFILTERED to get $20 off with a minimum purchase of $100.
That's BROOKLINEN.com.
And enter promo code UNFILTERED.
So give yourself the comfort refresh you deserve and get it for less at Brooklinen.
That's brooklinen.com. Use promo code UNFILTERED. We were looking up the other night where old sayings came from
Okay.
and like the origin.
yes.
They're
You would
so
love it.
interesting.
I love these. Give me one.
Okay.
Oh wait, I was gonna come on.
Do I say it if I know it or let
Yeah.
you
I
guys say
learned
Well,
a
wait.
bunch this week, and I was like, I'm gonna go on the podcast. I'm gonna hit Matt with it, where her, and he's gonna be like, "How did you know that?"
it?
I just want
That's
to
a way
say
get me.
something that where you're like, "Really?"
Mariah.
Okay, bring it on. I think I know.
Do you know like where the whole 9 yards comes from? You know,
Whole-
like, yeah, the whole 9 yards.
I know it's a movie, but that's it.
It's not a football thing,
Uh-uh.
right? This is the whole 9 yards. Is it a gold digging thing?
Nope.
It's not like a shovel thing? Then I don't know it.
Grab the whole thing. Grab the whole 9 yards.
Of course. That's
That's
what
what it means,
where
but
it
the
is.
origin.
Where did it come from?
Sorry,
Just
where it
grab
came
it.
from.
Just
Where-
grab the whole
All
thing.
right, tell them.
So it's basically the whole 9 yards is 9 yards of ammunition. So like in wartime, they would say, give them the whole
Oh.
9 yards. So you're like on a machine gun, and that whole 9 yards is, you know how they're like,
Right.
Wait.
Capacity of the
rounds.
gun.
Oh, the
The
rounds
rounds.
is like a 9-yard
Yeah.
long thing of bullets.
We've
Yeah.
definitely heard that in a war
Oh.
movie before. Give them the whole 9
Yeah.
yards. Brrr.
So that's where it came from originally.
Oh shit.
Have you heard about the 100-yard stare? It's like something like if you're ever taking a photo or something and a photographer was like, I want to see that like 100-yard stare.
Like look through them.
Yeah, it's like soldiers like kind of have it after they've like been through battle and
Yeah.
stuff. They kind of like
Like,
just see
just a
right
dead
through
eye?
you. Yeah, you like it's almost like you're looking at a far distance away. I'm pretty sure it's called the 100-yard stare, or maybe like 300.
Yeah, I have that when I'm talking to people I don't want to talk to.
Another one.
Another one. I got one.
Go ahead.
Rule of thumb. You know where that comes from? This one's a little brutal.
No, I don't.
So back when
She'd love that you didn't know.
I don't.
yes. Back when men would beat their wife or children.
Okay, well that's not good. Take that
It
out.
was a different
It was a
time.
different time.
It was a different time.
I didn't want to say it and get freaking attacked
Why
for
did more
it.
children or children?
And or children. The rule of thumb was that you're only allowed to beat them with something skinnier than the width of your thumb.
What?
So it could be like a bamboo or like a pencil or something. Like it can't be wider than your thumb. That's the
a
rule
wooden
of
The
thumb.
spoon.
rule of thumb. That's where it came from.
That's where it came from.
That's nuts.
I saw my friend's dad when I was a kid beat his butt with a wooden spoon until it broke. Saw it with
What?
my own eyes. And to this day, I want to like follow up and be like, did that happen? But it would be so inappropriate to bring that up. But they beat his butt until the wooden spoon broke.
Were they Italian?
No, they were Polish.
I used to take karate, and the master would beat us with his stick. He would carry this wooden stick,
would
and
hit you.
if we didn't do if we didn't do like the formation
combo?
right or anything, he beat us with this stick, and like everybody allowed it. It was just like, oh, yep, discipline. They would imagine today that would that shit would
my
never
God.
Were
fly.
you spanked
By my master?
by your parents?
By
By my master.
By my master? Well,
You
No, by your father.
Yes, master.
yes, master. Yeah, no, my dad would beat me with a belt. Like my mom didn't. My mom didn't hit me. My dad did. But like
I got a good.
I'm not saying it was right, but like the times he would hit me is because I fucked up. Like I did something and I shouldn't have done it, and I fucked up and it was bad. So he'd take his belt and just.
Only time I ever got like, my dad would call it an ass whooping, would be if I lied directly to his face.
Ooh.
That was his thing. He's like, nothing you could do like is that bad. Just whatever you do, don't lie to me. And I was like, okay. And he would ask me. I don't remember what I did, but I remember I lied to him, and like he knew the answer, like the truth or whatever. And I got the belt.
How many hits?
I think it was like 3.
Did it help?
I remember.
Did it work?
He's
Oh, I
never
didn't
lied
lie
to me.
again.
Yeah.
I cannot tell a lie.
Damn.
Just didn't like lying.
Give me another old.
Oh,
No.
well, when you were
Old
talking
phrase.
about karate, I have a quick like connection. You know my stupid connections with Staten Island people.
Mm-hmm.
I just came across another one. So I collabed. There was this dancer on TikTok, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to collab?" Whatever. It was now my friend Kaylee and Nick.
Yeah.
So Nick comes over, and I'm like, where does this kid look so familiar to me? Like, I just saw him on TikTok. I was like, he looks so familiar to me, and he's a dancer. I was like, oh, maybe I know him from the dance world. As soon as he comes into the house, he goes, I have to ask, are you from Staten Island? And I was like, I was born there. I was like, but I was raised in Pennsylvania. And he was like, okay, because I asked all my friends on Staten Island how they know you, because you're all friends on Instagram, like all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, who are your friends? And he named like all my dance friends from Staten Island. And then he named my cousin Tracy. And I was like, yes, Tracy owns that dance studio, whatever. He goes, oh yeah, I'm friends with Tracy, like all this stuff. His dance teacher is my friend, whatever. And then we start talking about Staten Island and whatever. And he starts talking about his family. He's like, my dad owns a karate studio. I was like, oh, my uncle, he did boxing and karate. He owned a studio on Staten Island. It went under, like whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, what studio did your dad own? And he said the name of the studio. And I was like, it's the studio that put my uncle's studio out of business.
Oh no!
I was like, no way.
Yikes. What a small fucking world.
Wow.
Crazy. So weird.
Did you say sorry?
My mom was trying to fight for this karate studio. She was like, he didn't put him out of business. My uncle just kind of gave up because they were like a really like big name studio. They had commercials on TV. Like they're a
Yeah.
huge name. And my uncle had lower prices. So people were leaving that good studio to come to him because he was doing the same thing for lower prices. But he just thought they were better because they had like a better studio and better everything. So he just like,
Wow.
Two households, Montagues and the Capulets of dojos in Staten Island, in fair Staten Island, where we lay our scene.
Heath, you're gonna love this. So I was watching TV the other night, and I was looking for a movie, and there's this movie that popped up with Emilia Clarke, and I'm like, oh, like I love her from Game of Thrones, so I'm like, oh, let me watch the trailer, and I'm watching the trailer. I forget what it's about, but it's her. She's like a Southern lady, and then I see Johnny Knoxville, and I'm like, huh, okay, and I keep watching it. And then I see a red convertible, and I freaked the fuck out. I was like, "Oh my god, no way!" Heath and I, when we lived at the Denny house, we'd always drive back and forth doing coffee talk. We'd go grab coffee and come back. One day we were driving, and this movie was being filmed, like the entire
at the end of our street,
full of trailers. And we look at who's in the car. It's Emilia Clarke and Johnny Knoxville in a red convertible.
The red convertible on the end of our street.
And this is when Game of Thrones was at its peak. It was like season 5.
And you didn't know it was Emilia Clarke? You knew it was Johnny Knoxville.
We saw Johnny Knoxville when we drove by, and we're like, holy shit. And then we're like, I wonder when we'll see that. Like, I wonder what that project or movie, whatever it is, like when it'll come out. And we've been waiting and like just kind of like forgot about it.
We checked his Instagram because we wanted to just
God,
see what it was. Check the Instagram. It was him. He tagged Emilia Clarke in the post of a red convertible. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? We drove right by it, and she was right there.
Wow.
If I knew she was there, I would have stopped like a crazy fucking person and just stood there, just waiting. Just like, no, I live right there. I'm just seeing what's going on. Like, I would have done like weird
that's
shit.
a long time.
What, we make a movie?
What if you guys saw y'all in the background of the shot? Like,
just like,
in Big Red? What if you were in Big Red?
I was.
Oh.
He was.
Oh, you're saying if we got it into the movie in Big Red.
if they got the shot.
The convertible with the red truck. Yeah,
What if they like change the color of your car because they didn't like the red car with the red car?
The contrast.
Yeah.
And the movie, it just came out this year. So in my head, I was like, it's crazy how long movies can take to come out because
it just came out.
It just came out.
That's a long time.
It was how long? That was like 5 years ago, right?
I feel like that's a little
4 or 5
than
years
normal.
ago.
Well, we were Denny, then we went to the apartment, then I had that house, then I had Porter Ranch here for
It was about 4 or 5 years.
That's a long time.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But like we always wondered like when the fuck is that movie ever gonna come out? And then I was just in my bed and I watched this trailer and I see both of them with the fucking red car.
Wow.
It was. I had a mini freak out and I pulled out my phone to text you and I was just like, I'm gonna wait to sit.
Save it for the podcast,
on the
baby.
podcast.
Shit.
That's cool.
But man, they sent shivers down my spine.
You want to talk about the action we got today?
I got involved. Let's just say I had an interaction with the police today.
Well, here, before we get to that, let's talk about what happened first. So Heath and I were at Scott's.
Okay.
Heath and I went to Scott's. We're working out.
And then all of a sudden, we hear like choppers above us. And I was like, that's really close. Then we look out and they're literally over Scott's house. I'm like, oh shit. So we walked outside and we're like giving them a thumbs up. We're like, get them, boys. And like they were literally just right over the house. Then all of a sudden we hear sirens ripping down the front of the street. And I'm like, what is that? So we go walking out and the street's blocked off the end of it. There's a cop in front of his house. There's a cop at the 4-way stop. And I'm like, what is going on? So I walked up and I'm like looking around and the cop's like, you seen anybody with a white shirt, blue shorts? And I was like,
it's me.
That's what I said. I was like, nobody was wearing that because you guys were working out. And that's like a common
That'd
thing
be so funny if I had a white shirt and blue shorts on. They probably would have actually they would have brought me to the fucking station.
So then zip over to me. I had just left Scott's house. I then had to go walk around the block because everyone had parked outside Scott's house. And I parked my car on the other intersection. I walk up to my car. All of a sudden, down the street, there's a cop already pulling over somebody, like aggressively, like in the middle of the street.
Wow.
And then I get in my car, and then I look behind me. 2 other cop cars are now pulling up and blocking me in.
gosh.
So I'm sitting there in between 2 intersections of 2 cop cars. And then I'm looking further down the street. There's another cop car. They have gridlocked every little intersection in Scott's neighborhood.
Yeah.
And at first, I was just sitting there like, well, I want to see what happens. I thought something was going down. They're like talking to this guy in his car. I'm thinking they're going to like pull him out and get arrested. But then the car just passes by and they let him through. And then I look on the Citizen app And I see the Citizen app is this app where basically people just post anytime like something is
Crime
happening,
is going on.
crime's going on. And I see that 5 minutes ago, a man was with a stick, was like assaulting things or people or something at the dry cleaner right around the corner from Scott's house. So I'm like, oh shit, that must be who they're looking for. Because I could see the chopper, and then I see, you down over there, like looking up into the sky. So I then get in my car and I start like pulling around, and this cop just like puts her hand out and stops me. And I roll down my window, and she's like, I'm like, is everything okay? She's like, sir, do you mind if I look around your car?
Ooh.
And I'm like, yeah. She's like, roll down your windows. We're looking for somebody right now. And I said, yeah, sure. So I like roll down all my windows, and they're like searching in my car, and I go, is this the incident that happened at the dry cleaner? Like a man with a stick? And she's like looked at me, is like,
How would you know?
Why would you say that?
I know.
Right. It just got posted.
It sounds like something someone guilty would say.
Yeah.
If you said
No,
it.
Oh,
I
we're
know.
trying to
It
find the dry cleaner guy.
And I'm already sweaty. My hair is just this bleach blonde mess.
Your face is probably all red.
Yeah.
You were just
flustered.
the prime suspect.
And I got out of the sauna, so I'm already just sweating.
Yeah.
And she looks at me and is like, how do you know that? I'm like, the Citizen app. I saw it and was just concerned what was happening. She goes, yeah, that's who we're looking for. You can go. And I was like, woo. But then I was like driving around thinking I was going to catch the person too.
I told Heath, like, we should hop in our cars and start just patrolling. Let's try to find this fucking guy.
I wanted to.
I don't know if they ever caught the guy.
They called for backup. I called Carly like right after. I'm like, guess what happened to me? Because Carly is Miss Citizen app and loves just when any kind of stuff's going on in the neighborhood. And apparently they requested backup. So I think they wanted to cover more area.
I'm so pessimistic. When that all that shit was happening, I was sitting there like, they're not going to catch this guy. Because I was imagining myself in that situation. If I was in a neighborhood, I would just hide. I would hide behind a garbage can for like 3-4 hours and just wait.
But the helicopters.
well, they were bringing out the dogs as soon as I was leaving.
Wow.
And he goes, you might want to go inside because we're going to have the dogs coming out. And we don't want anybody getting bit. And I was like,
They have a scent?
Matt with a dog.
It's rosacea.
I have psoriasis.
Psoriasis.
but it's exciting though. Hope they got him.
Yeah, he's terrorizing the city.
Toluca Lake.
The poor people, the poor citizens.
Like we're the sorry people.
The sorry
But apparently
people.
he was taking sticks and bashing windows of cars in the dry cleaner.
And this was
parking.
This was literally 12 o'clock in the afternoon, middle of the day.
When you have a bad day.
You're just having a bad day. Yeah,
Breaking
I mean, that's
into
okay.
cars.
Imagine you're at a car wash waiting for a car to be just squeaky clean for the day. 'cause-
He still thinks it was a car wash. Some poor ladies came walking by.
Oh, it
Like,
wasn't a
"What's going
car
on?"
wash?
A dry cleaner.
Oh, dry cleaner. I hear cleaners.
I was like, where's your
And the
imagination going?
ladies come walking up. They're like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "The car wash. At the car wash down the street. The guy's hitting people with the car wash."
Oh, cute old little lady with pink hair. I want to take a picture of her so bad, but I got scared.
She got pink hair?
Yeah, cute lady. She I think she was like 85, but the pink hair made her look like she was 60.
Do you watch Cops?
I used to.
I
It used
love
to be like
Cops.
my grandpa
Well,
would always
the show,
have cops on.
the show. Like, but in Cops though, how do the people not react to the cameras?
I thought it was like all body
or they make it
cameras.
look like a big flashlight. No,
Oh,
the
maybe.
show Cops. Like,
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like
been- yeah,
it's
for
a
the
whole TV
longest
crew.
I don't know. I
time.
feel like shows like that, they're very good at being like discreet. Cause like my parents just went to a wedding where they were filming Say Yes to the Dress. And I asked her, I was like, oh, so how was the filming? Like, were people looking at the camera? Was it hard? Was it difficult? Whatever. And she was like, we forgot they were there until the end of the night, until they were packing up. She was like, you don't even notice these people, but like they get every shot.
Weird.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's all I think about if the cameras are on.
Yeah.
Like, oh, cameras
But
on.
she was like, you don't even notice them when they're there. Cause she was surprised too. She was like, I'm surprised like nobody was looking at the camera, but you don't even know which one they are. Like they just
You're like preoccupied doing your own thing.
Yeah.
Because
They're
you
good at
think
that.
because you think they're using these huge cameras, but a lot of them it's just like handheld.
Yeah,
they're
that's what I'm
super
saying.
Cameras are good these
Yeah.
days. Yeah.
Bad boys, bad boys.
What you
Or
gonna
iPhones.
do?
iPhones are fucking crazy
Yeah, I
these
know.
days. Wasn't she saying that the whole movie was shot on an iPhone? from
Which
last episode?
Tangerine?
Mhm.
I'm not surprised. Yeah.
It's crazy.
No.
And you would never guess that it was an iPhone that was being
God,
filmed
how
on
many
there.
gigabytes was that iPhone? That's crazy.
Oh, and that was back when it didn't even have 4K. It was just
Oh
like
my
a normal.
gosh.
And it's 2015. It was probably 64 gigabytes.
They just got like 15.
Just like, all right, next phone.
That
They
was-
Yeah.
used like 8 phones for the
64
movie.
gigs was the most during 2015 because I remember Cody Co had that Vine where it was like You used to call me on my cell phone, rose gold, 6 plus 64 gigabyte.
Yeah, I remember
Like that was like the best phone you could have.
Camila Cabello walked past my car yesterday.
Come again?
Really? Say
Yeah,
that again.
I
What
was-
happened?
I
What
was-
happened,
I was
Mariah?
leaving dance class and I stopped at a red light and Camila Cabello walked by. She crossed the street.
Did you throw an egg on her?
An egg?
Yeah,
Why did I throw an egg on her?
because
Is that a thing?
I've seen Camila Cabello.
Huevos
we
on
we slept
Cabello.
together at a bar.
Cabello?
Remember? I was with Mendez, Sean, and Luis Capaldi, and all of them.
Mendez and Sean.
Mendez, comma, Sean.
Just and they're all there for me. Like I think it was just like, oh my god, Zane, and like they just wouldn't leave, and we had a lot of fun. I want to do Wipeout so
I know,
bad.
I would die to do Wipeout.
Who wins Wipeout? What is the point
Heath
of
and
Wipeout?
I
I've
would.
never seen
There's
somebody
like
on
a cash
Wipeout.
prize.
Who?
Yeah,
but
the time.
To how far you can get? Nobody. Those. It's
No,
the
you
most.
do the rounds
People
and then
win.
you do,
There's people that win on Wipeout.
Yeah, they time you.
Yeah, the last one you
Oh,
get
it's like
timed
how
and-
long you last, but no one's like. There's no like finish line.
Well, no, there is. You got to do the finish line, then you make it to the next round. Then there's like the new challenge, and then the last one is like the big obstacle race. Whoever does it the quickest.
You're going against a wall. Of
I know,
like,
but once you fall, you redo it. It's all timed though.
I mean, I'm down.
Matt, you would be really bad. You wouldn't be able to make it.
Compared to you,
Yeah, because I'm a spider monkey. I'm very flexible. I'm very flexible. You'd be surprised. I would just need a couple shots of tequila and I'd be able to make it.
okay.
Because I'm very stiff when I'm
Zane
sober.
should go on drunk history.
What?
Hold on, wait.
what
I've heard of that. What
history-
is that?
What-
I've heard
It
of
is
it.
so funny. So basically, these people think of a moment in history, like say it was like the Civil War,
Okay.
like the story of the Civil War, or like Romeo and Juliet, like something like that. And then they get super drunk and they tell the story. But as the show's going on, they have like people acting it out in like black and white,
Like
of how
comedians.
you're explaining it, and it's so funny. but
Wait,
they're
that
drunk
sounds
explaining
really
it.
funny.
It's really funny.
My favorite's Benjamin Franklin.
Oh
is
yes!
really
Or
good.
did you see the
Or
Frankenstein
no,
one?
Frederick Douglass is really good too.
Is it still on?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think
Should I hit
so.
him up?
It's really funny. Is it Comedy
Well, like
Central?
you have to know a lot
Oh,
about
wait,
something in
I thought it was a
history,
YouTube
Zane. I
channel.
don't think
No, it's on
you
television.
know.
No, I'm sure they read off a fucking prompter or something.
No,
they don't
well,
just memorize it.
Well, it's someone who like knows a lot about it. What
No,
is
they have
something
to
you
give
feel
you,
like
like,
you
a-
could talk about in history?
No, they would give you like
could
you would
talk-
learn it sober, and then you would get really drunk and
tell the
recap what
story.
you learned.
I can talk about the Boston Tea Party. I
Yeah,
know.
no, that was one of them. It's so funny the way
So
they.
in Boston, there was a ship with a bunch of tea, and they're dumping it out because they
Why?
had to. Because
they
the
had to.
prices went up, inflation.
And what was the big thing they were saying during it?
Just the whole, just tea was very popular back then. So
Here we go.
people just need, right?
Why
What
were
was
they
the
throwing the tea?
Yeah.
I don't know. It would be on the prompter for me to read.
No taxation without representation.
I just guessed all that, but I got pretty close, right?
It's really funny. You should do it.
Drunk
It's
history.
so entertaining.
You know, there's still tea coming up from the Boston Tea Party.
My jaw almost dropped and I caught it.
I really wanted to.
I believe anything you say, so don't do that.
because there's because at Pearl Harbor they say like oil still comes up from the ships that sunk at Pearl Harbor.
December 7th.
Yeah.
Was
that? Yeah, that is right.
can I act in it? Is that allowed? Can I do that?
Oh.
Like act in the drunk
Oh,
history.
you could.
But usually it's
funnier
like
to
Aubrey
explain it.
Plaza and Will Ferrell and like Jason
Oh,
Sudeikis.
they have, like, big people
Jack
like that?
Black. Yeah.
Oh.
Acting.
Yeah.
But you
Got it,
but the
okay.
people telling the story, they're comedians or like normal people. But it's so funny.
Why'd you guys
Zane.
get me excited for something that I can't do?
I'm trying to hype
All
you
right.
up.
You could do it.
You bring yourself down.
Comedy Central, please.
Is it Comedy Central or
Yeah, I
literally
mean,
the
It's
I
TV
just-
like
show?
Funny or Die, Comedy Central.
Yeah,
it's like a
Comedy Central.
combination.
They just posted one 2 months ago.
So
and
good.
do people still watch Comedy Central?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you
have
can like pay
cable.
for like the app and you get
Oh.
access to a lot of stuff.
Oh, okay.
And also it's part of Paramount Plus, I'm pretty sure.
Is it?
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that now, like when movies come out, it's like you can't watch it in theaters. You got to download Netflix. Oh, you want to watch it? You got to
Yeah.
download Disney Plus. It's crazy
I
how
don't
like
want to talk about it. I was so mad. I tried to watch Cruella the other night, and you have to have
Disney
Disney
Plus,
Plus. So I was like,
yeah.
you know what? fuck it, I'll get a subscription, and then I go to watch it, and then you got to pay $30 on top of that.
30 to
Wait, hold
watch
on.
Cruella?
I thought it was free.
$30.
No.
$30.
That makes sense though.
No, it
Because
doesn't.
it just
Because
came out. It just came out.
it doesn't
like,
even cost $30 to go to iPic and watch it like a movie that just
I
came
know.
out.
It's just like
If you're going to iPic, it's costing you $30 though. But it's for your whole family. So think about like
I
you're
guess.
buying
The
it,
amount of
the amount of
tickets.
money you'd be spending at a theater for the whole family versus it.
Okay.
Like
think about going to Target and getting a movie that just came out on DVD. It's more expensive than the ones that have been out for a while.
who goes to Target and buys DVDs?
That
Like
big
I always,
bin.
I'm like, who is?
I don't know. I like it.
The Walmart
Close
bin
your
that's
eyes
got
and
like
grab
the,
one, and that's the one you gotta buy.
From the bin with the fucking.
So much
Ew,
plastic.
finding DVDs and like just seems like imagine that, and you bring it home, and then you just got a shelf full of DVDs.
Yeah.
That you probably never want.
I like VHSs though. I was considering starting like a VHS collection.
I have a lot.
VHSs are really cool. Like, did you see that guy on TikTok who has like a whole video store in his basement?
Yes.
That looks
He
so
did that during
cool.
COVID.
Yeah.
Like the woman posted it and she was like, my husband's project during being in quarantine. And he put a whole like video store in his basement. It looks so legit.
That's pretty
Wow.
cool.
Zane, if you
DVDs.
were to collect something, what would it be?
rocks.
Beer caps.
Beer caps?
I'd like glue them on the ceiling in my whole house.
Oh, you should put them on like your bathroom floor and then put resin on it.
Yeah, like the pennies one. That
That'd be
was so
cool.
sick. I'll do that.
Not Funko Pops. You
know
hate
why? I just-
Funko
What's
Pops.
Funko
What the
Pops?
hell is that?
They're like those little like look like kind of bobbleheads, but they're not, and they like
Oh,
have those
I
black
hate those.
eyes.
I thought they were
Oh.
called pop
Funko Pops.
characters or something.
No,
Funko.
yeah, they're like pop icons or something.
Funko Pops.
Do you see the
Funko
videos where
Pops?
people like cut the heads open and there's like brains inside of them?
Yes. Todd has a
real?
Funko Pop of him.
I don't get
And we had to
why
go
it's
to the-
so
those are called
expensive.
Funko Pops?
Yes.
I didn't know
Right
that-
now they're called Funko
I thought
Pops?
they were called Pop something.
Yeah.
Not
Funko,
Funko.
Pops.
I don't know.
I
I thought
Are
they
you-
were like
I've
pop
never heard
icons
of
or
that.
something.
Yes, so, like pop.
There's probably a pop
people.
icon Funko
They call
Pop.
it Funko Pops now.
I've never heard of Funko.
Google Funko Pops.
Stop saying Funko like that.
I hate them.
Funko
I think they're like.
Wow, they do.
But all respect to people who have Funko Pops. If you have a Funko
They're
Pop collection,
expensive. Is it
Funko
love
Pop?
it.
Yeah.
Own it. I just don't think they look that nice. Like
Yeah.
Is there really shit
They're
inside
just
the head?
cute.
sometimes there's like a brain, or sometimes there's like a little trinket, but you have to saw it open.
Oh, speaking of that, you know when I saw that it completely disgusted me and like made me think back to when I was a kid and I did this shit all the time. You know those like rubber duckies or like the little like things you would have like in the shower
Yeah.
Yes.
and you would like fill them up with water
Yeah.
and you
and
could
then
squirt
you would,
it
like,
out. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen them cut open?
They're hollow.
No, there's mold in them.
They're
they're
literally
disgusting.
black mold
Oh,
all on the
God.
Because
inside.
you
The
can't
water
clean
gets-
it out on the inside.
Throw them away after like a year or two.
Not
Like,
Oh
even.
my god!
sippy cups are even
used to, like-
more disgusting.
I used to
the
squirt
babies
it
are
in my-
squirting in their mouth.
Yeah, but hey, you survived, right?
Oh.
Sippy cups are like that too.
Sippy
like
cups?
like those certain type
Oh.
of cups for
yeah.
kids, and like the parents cut it
Ew.
open where all that milk has been like storing in those
Oh.
spill-free cups. Disgusting.
disgusting.
That's fucking nasty.
Oh, I had a invention. I was thinking when Zane was drunk in the backyard and he couldn't get into the house and he didn't have his key, blah blah blah. What if you
The key
take
magnet.
like instead of putting like the key under like a mat, what if you get like a soccer ball or like a football or like a chew toy or something, and there's like a little like slit where you could put a key instead, but there's like a soccer ball. It just looks like a soccer ball sitting on a lawn.
I
And
think your
keys
kid
in
just
it.
like kicks it over.
And then you gotta have a knife to cut it open.
Or it could be like glass. I don't know, so the kid doesn't play with it.
It's a piggy bank.
Just something in the
yeah,
just,
like a piggy
just
bank,
something in
but
the
it's-
yard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or
But
like,
like not a lawn gnome.
right, because that's obvious.
Yeah.
I like the rock.
Yeah,
Like a
but
fake
that's
rock.
obvious.
Oh.
I thought of that too, but that's obvious.
No,
if you're
but there's
drunk,
so
Zane would be
many.
like, "Which rock is it?"
Oh yeah.
Zane would end up just taking the rock and throwing it in through the window, and then he would go through and realize that the rock he threw in the window was the key rock.
What was the other invention that you came up with? I think you even said it on this podcast.
I don't want to talk about
Oh,
Talk about it.
her invention that it was remember her glasses, putting the little like the
Oh.
GPS on the glasses.
Somebody made
it. No,
that.
don't roll your eyes. It was in a magazine.
It was in a
that came to the
magazine
house.
the other week.
He rolled his eyes. Zoom in.
It was in the What magazine?
Sharper Image.
No,
What
not
magazine are you
It was like
subscribing to?
it was like a
It was
sponsored
Sharper
ad.
Image.
Sharper Image magazine.
Uh-huh.
I
But
don't
it
know,
does
it's so
suck coming up with
funny.
something in your head and then you see it fucking 2
no,
months
it
later.
sucks coming up with it. Everybody made fun of you for it, so you deleted it off your phone because you thought it was stupid.
Like you were gonna go somewhere and get that
Like
shit
I
invented.
was.
Where are you getting
I
this
followed
money
Mark
to start
Cuban
up?
on TikTok.
You're fucking right.
And then I opened this magazine, and there's a GPS glasses tracker that you put right on your glasses.
Does it look bad?
Yeah, I would definitely.
I don't want to lose it.
It definitely sticks out a little too much. I would definitely change it to like maybe a little like sticker or something, but it
You should
exists.
write
And
them.
it's freaking $80. I would have been loaded.
would've
I
been
would have
loaded.
left this podcast.
You'd have been done. You'd be a guest.
I'd be a guest.
So how are you
You'd be
doing with that
begging me.
What happened to Mariah? Oh, she just.
Oh, she
blew up.
invented something.
She's an inventor.
Well, next time you have an idea like that, let us know. We'll invest.
It's too late.
I need to see
what
a
I have
pitch
left.
deck and a business model.
I don't need a pitch deck.
You hate me.
Me?
I'm gonna look up that soccer ball.
I don't hate you. Don't hide. Do
if
not
there's
hide
a
the
s-
key and the soccer ball. Come
Not
up
a
with
soccer ball,
Come up
I-
with like a fake gutter piece or something
What-
that's
Or
like
like a light-
magnetic,
like a light
something
bulb.
stationary.
A light bulb.
Yeah, like that's
out,
in the
but
wall.
it's in the light
No,
bulb.
Yeah.
Hold up, no.
People do the fake outlet.
Yes.
Maybe like a cushion in
That's
your
good.
sofa cushion or something.
No.
How do you get into the house?
in the
to get
house,
to
you
the
fucking
cushions?
asshole.
Stupid idiot.
somewhere.
You get in and then you got it
Walk back out, lock the door behind you, and then use the key.
in the cushion.
Honestly, the area where like your there's just metal boxes that are outside of your house, just a little magnetic thing underneath
It is not
Oh, I
that
used to
hard.
have one of those, and we used to put it under our grill. It's not there anymore.
Go geocaching sometime. You'll find some creative places to hide things.
It's just not that hard to hide a key. I don't know what.
Hold on, I want to get back to my sister real quick, Hidaya. So I went home and my sister Hidaya she's done a little upgrade to her car.
Oh God, what'd she do now?
Before moving to the big
she had
New York.
flames, right? At
It
one
was
point.
a wave, like a rap wave.
Yo, you guys are gonna lose it. Ooh, look at that. Yeah.
Let me see. No, she
Wait,
got into an
why is-
accident and had to replace the bumper.
Did she?
That's
Is
exactly what that
It
is,
looks
right?
like something the penguin from Batman
Oh
would drive.
my gosh. She got into an accident?
She did. She did.
Hopefully, New York will give her some taste. She won't even be able to have a
I
car.
said you're not taking that
See,
car to
look,
New York,
this is
right?
Do you
there's
get your
an
money
acorn.
back?
An acorn's cool. You
Oh,
know?
come on.
Pine,
You can
it's
probably
a pine cone,
A
Mariah.
pine cone.
You can probably tell that fucking pine cone that was fake from a mile away.
Shut up. Cut that. Cut every invention
No.
I've ever said ever.
Look at this acorn.
Look at that freaking acorn.
I, like
I feel like
nuts.
that's a common thing to mix up. Acorns and pine cones. I'm not gonna
I could
right?
look at a pine cone and say that's a
acorn.
pine. Did you ever used to do the things you made a bird feeder out of a pine cone? You would
Yes,
roll it around in
peanut
peanut
butter!
butter, and then you put
Yes!
and you put
What?
bird seed on it.
You would roll a
What?
pine cone in peanut butter and
then
then
roll it around-
sprinkle roll it around in bird feed.
and then
Who the fuck did that? Why?
and you would hang it up.
We did it in school.
But why?
Because
arts
birds
and crafts.
love it.
I'm picturing peanut butter on a
I'll
pine
show you a
cone with
picture.
bird feed.
You just hang it. It's like having a bird feeder, but it's made out of a pine cone.
Why you put peanut butter on it?
because it
So it
makes
sticks.
It sticks.
Why don't you use like glue or chemicals or something?
Because the birds are eating it.
Oh my gosh,
just wa-
Matt, this is. Yes!
It looks
Oh wait,
yummy.
that looks like that's something on a Christmas tree.
Looks like a
Look how cute! They love it.
We gotta do that.
We should do that.
Every time I see a pine cone, I'm like, I just want to roll that in
That
peanut
sounds-
butter and put some bird feeder on it. Every time I see it, I'm just like,
It's missing something.
it's missing something.
That sounds like some Florida shit, but we didn't do that in Florida.
Did you remember when you were like, if you would get on your friend's bus to go home with them, you'd have to have a note for the bus driver? Like,
I never
can
rode the
go-
bus.
I never rode the bus either.
I
rode the
walked
bus.
to school.
I sent it to my siblings. Somebody said it on TikTok, and I was like, not that we were ever, because we weren't allowed to hang out with friends during the week. It was only weekends.
Mm-hmm.
But people would come on the bus, and they would have to give the bus driver a note saying, I'm allowed to go home with this person.
Oh.
And that he just trusted it. It had to be like a parental, it could be on any piece of paper.
Huh.
So-and-so is allowed to go home with
Did
this
we
person.
have that at South?
I think so. It sounds familiar.
Like I do
well,
remember.
it wouldn't be for high school. I don't.
No,
think.
not high school. You would just hop on your friend's
Middle
bus in high
school,
school and just
elementary.
hope
really?
they don't yell at you. Yeah.
Huh.
Imagine the bus driver for a senior. No,
Yeah.
no.
I wish I rode the bus.
I know.
I'm gonna miss the bus.
I was always jealous.
Yeah.
No, the bus fucking sucked because you'd have to wake up extra early
Yeah.
just to make it on the bus.
I
Because
think
that
my
bus
bus
is
came at like 6:45.
And did it
Yeah.
did it pick you up at one intersection in your neighborhood?
Yeah,
So
it-
Mine
everyone
picked
would
me up
like
at my
hang
house.
out.
It
and-
depends.
It picked you up at your house
because our houses were far apart, but if you were in a neighborhood, they pick you up at the beginning of the neighborhood.
I had to walk half a fucking mile to get to my
Yeah.
bus.
So you knew
every
like
day.
what everyone's houses like were like.
Yeah, like I
You like
still
pull up
remember.
someone's house, like,
That's
ooh.
bad.
Like
That is bad.
when we went to my friend's wedding a couple weeks ago, all the groomsmen, I still know where their houses are just because of being on the bus.
That's so weird.
That's really dangerous.
Then again, I get.
It was a different time.
But kids love egg. People like kids love egg in people's houses. So that was
What is
just.
with you and egging people?
Yeah. What
Did you egg her?
have you
No,
egged
I've
somebody?
never egged somebody, but like if I feel like it'd be very satisfying.
Have you ever egged a house?
No, I've never egged a house.
Yeah. You've egged a house?
Like I probably have. I didn't like doing it, and it wasn't like a vengeful thing. It was like you TP'd maybe through an egg.
Was the tissue paper thing in the trees? Was that an actual thing or just
TP.
movies?
Toilet paper in the trees.
You
you
TP
throwing
somebody's
tissue in
house.
the trees, Zane?
I don't-
Zane's like,
what-
got a box of cake.
He throws it goes behind him because it's so light.
Am I doing it right, guys?
Sure.
I missed
God, I didn't get
TP
to- I
in
didn't
someone's
get to
house though.
experience.
I always wanted to do the bologna on a car. It's like the most fucked up
Oh,
thing
it
I've
to
never
do.
yeah,
heard of
it fucks
that.
your
What?
paint up.
I've never heard about this.
If you take if you take a piece of bologna and throw it on somebody's car and stick it to it, it'll eat right through the fucking paint.
Bullshit.
And
Yeah.
it'll
What?
leave like
Why
if you did like a
bologna?
bunch,
What about
it'll leave
salami?
like polka dot bologna
If someone
patches.
did that to my car, you know what I'd do? I would fill my car
furious.
with bologna just so it's all the same color.
That's probably what happened to Hidaya. Hidaya would have a bologna bumper.
bologna bumper.
bologna.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how
fuck.
weird is that?
I remember there were senior pranks where people would put a cow on the second floor because cows can't walk downstairs, right?
Yeah.
They can walk upstairs, but they can't walk.
What would
down.
they do? Just to crane it down?
Yeah.
Like, that's funny.
So bad.
Our senior pranks were stupid. I don't even remember it because they were so
I don't
stupid.
think we had anything.
The the spork in the lawn.
Oh, all the forks.
All the
Oh
forks.
yeah, and then you would cut the heads off, and then next time like you were ever mowing the lawn, you would like run into one of the forks.
That's a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
you fork someone's lawn. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That happened. I remember I just wanted my house to get TP'd. Like we would always TP like
I was the same
cute
way.
girls' houses and stuff, and then the girls would just TP all the cute guys' houses.
And
but
you
my-
never-
never happened. I was like a last resort. Come TP my house.
You want to do 10 more minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to do a prayer?
Our
Why?
Father.
Who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done as it is in heaven.
Give us this
Give
day our
us daily
daily
bread.
bread.
What if you
Give us daily bread.
Give not temptation, but deliver us from evil, bitch. Amen.
You can't say that.
What do you say?
Zane's
He
going
said,
to
bitch,
hell.
amen.
I go
Jane just like we're like, oh,
drag me to hell.
God.
I already know I'm that's the thing. I already know I'm going.
You are not going to hell.
you're not going to hell.
Trust
you
me,
entertain
trust
all
me.
of these lovely people. We make people laugh
Because
and
I
bring-
grew up learning that the Muslim culture was the way of life, and I've done the complete opposite all my life. So I'm going, Drake.
Do you guys know what the phrase "it's raining cats and dogs" comes from?
No, damn it. Tell
Yes.
us.
What?
It was something to do with the cats and dogs used to get up in the attic or something,
Or the
and
thatched roofs,
the thatched
like
roof,
straw
and they would
thatched
fall
roofs,
through it.
because they would get so much heat. A lot of times, animals would climb up in it and like relax and hang out during the day. And whenever it would rain, they would all start like falling through all the animals. So it's raining
Yeah.
cats and dogs.
Wow.
You know that phrase "close but no cigar"?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. He knows it.
Do you know what that one is?
I don't know. I mean, I know what it means,
Take a
but
guess.
like close but no
It
cigar.
means you like almost got it, but you didn't get it.
Yeah, I know that, but where it came
Yeah,
from.
close, but no cigar.
That's such like a
Zane's just gonna
Zane
say.
goes, well, it could be anything,
okay.
really.
Well, all right, let me guess.
Okay.
Close but no cigar.
I like this. Let's pick one and then
Yeah,
have Zane
yes.
come up with
Yeah.
the origin.
So you're smoking a cigar,
Right.
and you
Wrong.
are close to smoking to the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
but when you don't have a cigar, you can't do that.
Completely incorrect.
That was really good.
I tried my hardest.
Back in the day, they would have like carnivals, and the prize that they would give away was a cigar. So you were,
knew it. I was so
if
close.
you were like doing the game or whatever.
If you were trying to knock down the milk bottle.
Right.
Instead of getting a teddy bear.
How does everybody know this about me? You guys know all of them?
Well, we looked these up the other day.
Oh, that's not fair. Why did you call
Hang
me?
out more. Stop watching
Well, you guys-
television.
well,
And so they
Hang
would
out
say,
with me?
close but no cigar.
Yeah, close, but no
No
cigar.
I like that. That's cute.
Yeah, it's cute.
Very cute.
You know, don't
thought
throw the
too.
baby out with the bathwater.
Oh, I used to know this
Oh,
one.
I could guess this one.
What was that one?
Say
Zane?
that again.
Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater.
Because people would deliver in the bath.
Right.
Don't throw the
Stop
baby out with
saying
the
he's
bathwater.
right.
So don't if when you get rid of your baby because you don't want it anymore, don't get rid of the bathwater too because you're gonna have to want
Exactly.
to save the bathwater.
Is that it?
Yeah.
He got it right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
we didn't.
oh.
No.
I was
Oh,
like,
you made me feel so good. That
I was happy for you. I
that
was like,
sucked.
wow.
That one is so back in the day, they would all share one tub like to bathe in. So the men and then the women and then the children would be last to take a bath. And it would be so dark and murky and like gross water at the very end that you couldn't see like a baby if it was like still in it. I don't know how you would forget your baby's in the bath, but then they would go and take that and then they would dump the water out. And I guess babies were left in it when they were dumping it.
Wow.
Oh,
Weird,
that's
right?
some shit I would do though.
That makes sense, like as a joke. Hey, don't throw the baby out with the
Right,
bathwater.
yeah,
Like
they're
they
just
said
like,
as a
"Yeah, don't
joke.
forget the
They didn't
baby."
mean it literally.
You know what's a
but,
fun one? You know, caught red-handed.
No.
Zane knows it.
Yeah, I
Sorry,
know it.
Go ahead.
So thieves, because the color red, it means bad.
Right.
So when you're caught red-handed, you are stealing something with your hands, and it's a red hand because
Bad.
when you slap it, it's red.
Oh,
That's
Because
exactly-
the
that
thieves, you're
is it.
smacking the thief. Hey,
Hey!
don't touch that.
That's
So
exactly
the red
it.
hand because
All
of all the
Tell
smacks.
them what it
Zane,
really
that was
means.
really good.
Was it right?
How'd you know that?
Really?
No.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
That
fuck.
makes
Zane,
sense. You
that
fooled
was-
me.
Yeah, it
He
does
was
make
like
sense.
he was bullshitting the whole time. Then it started to make sense, and he was like proud of himself. And then the red hand,
Come on, hey, I'm good. Comedy Central hired me for drunk kiss.
drunk hiss,
Drunk kiss.
Come on.
originates from an old English law that ordered any person to be punished for butchering an animal that wasn't his own. The only way the person could be convicted is if he was caught with the animal's blood still on its hands.
Oh. Ooh.
Brutal.
Oh, I mean, I was there, but
I like Zane's better.
mine's more fun.
Yeah.
I liked that
I like
one.
that one.
What was the one that we tried to guess and your answer was
Oh.
so much better than what
you
it
know,
really
like,
was?
yeah, when people say break a leg.
Because they want you to get in the cast.
That-
Oh,
That's
hold on, wait.
exactly-
Can I think I actually
Wait,
know it.
before you
I
say that,
just said
no,
it.
No,
before
it's
you
not
say
it.
that, that's exactly what Heath guessed, like verbatim, word for word. That's what he guessed, and then we looked it up, and it's so boring.
Can
It's
I
not that.
guess it?
Yes, you could guess now.
When someone says break a leg, it's actually supposed to be the opposite. Like they want you to fuck up in your performance. No,
No.
Is that not it? I thought I
we're,
heard.
we're figuring out the origin, not like what it means.
Oh fuck
Okay.
yeah! Why do I keep doing that?
That's okay.
I forgot to take my medication today.
Apparently, it means they want you to do so well that at the end you have to take a bow or curtsy.
So when you curtsy,
You break your leg.
Yeah.
You bend your leg.
It's so
Yeah.
You're
That's so
breaking it.
stupid.
yeah,
Oh.
Or they say it's that or the curtain, like the leg of the curtain. So when you like come out on stage, you're
Oh,
breaking the leg.
of the curtain. Oh wow.
but I like
It's
the cast
kinda
one
boring, but
better.
that
I
is-
like the cast one way
Yeah.
better.
That sounds more punny.
I know.
You know, sleep tight.
Yeah,
Yes, blanket tight.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, sure, but
What
no.
was that? What's that one again?
So like beds back then, like they didn't have like a box spring underneath. It was actually these kind of ropes almost
Oh,
that were part of
yes.
this uniform thing, and they had this key that you would stick in to tighten the ropes
Yes,
before
I
you
learned
went
that
to
on a
bed.
field trip.
Me too.
Yes,
I
Matt's
saw one
bed
on a
is still
field
like that
trip.
actually.
And you had this key that you had to insert and tighten up the ropes before you went to bed. And that's why they would say
Yes.
sleep tight.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know what
kinda
field
like a
trip we were
hammock.
on, but
Have you also heard about the graveyard shift?
no.
Oh, well, you Saved by the Bell.
That's the one. That's what I'm getting it confused with.
Yeah.
It's the Saved by the Bell.
Saved by
You
the
know what that
Bell
one
is
is?
eerie.
It's freaky.
Saved by the Bell. I mean,
back-
I
Go
know
ahead. Go
what
ahead.
it-
Hold on. Let
Okay.
Zane tell it.
What is it? Tell everybody.
Does this have anything to do with war?
Baby, it's your story. It's your truth.
It could be. But
Saved by the Bell. I guess. You said it was creepy, so I'm gonna try to go off that.
Ghosts.
So I guess I'm sensing massacre. So
Okay.
people would be
Right.
massacred, and then there's a bell, kind of like the
Yep.
Purge, where like the bell rings, and then everything stops. Like you can't kill any more people.
Uh-huh.
Saved by the Bell. You know, you were about to get massacred like the rest of them, but you
And
didn't.
then the purge was over.
You
Yes,
started
you got
off
saved
a
by
little.
the bell.
You started off hot, warm, lukewarm.
No. Go
Back,
ahead.
Well, give it to me.
back in the day, they didn't really have the technology and scientific awareness as we do now about how to determine if a body was dead or alive. You know, they understood like pulses, but that wasn't like a true way of determining if somebody was
Yeah.
dead. And a lot of time, if there were a ton of people who maybe died in a war and stuff, they couldn't determine if the bodies were fully dead or not. So they would still bury them, but
They would leave a little bell just in case they attached to a
string on
that
their finger.
I've been told this story. I forgot it.
Isn't
And
that wild?
Yeah.
like if the bell was ringing, they knew that the person was still alive and they were saved by the bell.
Wow.
That's crazy. I wonder how many times that happened. That seems like way more work to set up a bell system,
Yes.
put a rope, attach it to their finger, run it down into their coffin.
I know,
What
but-
if they show some sign of
have it
life
be on
then?
a pulley? Like that seems harder to do than just make
I know,
sure
but,
that they're.
but it's worth it, especially
dead.
back then, because like you don't have the shit that you have today, where you can like people are in a coma and then they're fucking wake up a week later.
That's a good one to end on, I think.
This was a fun cast.
This podcast is Saved by the Bell. Done.
Okay, are we done?
It's Mike Sheffer's birthday. Come on.
Yeah, we should go.
Gotta go celebrate the chef.
Pay our
Yeah,
dues.
he's done a lot for
He
us.
should be a chef
He hasn't.
and have a kitchen. Chef's
Well, it's just
kitchen.
bagels and kosher meats.
Chef's kitchen,
Only
but
kosher
spelled
meat.
SC.
I like that for a restaurant for him, and it's a Jewish restaurant. I love that.
Perfect.
Chef Shabbat. All right.
Okay. All right. Well,
Alrighty.
guys, thanks again for tuning into another Zane and Heath Unfiltered episode. Thank you so much for sticking with us this long. I know. You can check us out on audio every Monday, and we post a video version on Tuesday, every Tuesday on YouTube, every Tuesday at youtube.com/Zane and
fire.
Heath. Every Tuesday, video version.
Tuesdays.
Make sure to
Tuesdays.
check out the coffee, CremotaCoffee.com. We got the pods, and then we also got the bags in every single flavor.
It is America's #1 favorite, so I would
is.
definitely check
It's
it
a
out.
New
if you
York's
can.
bestseller.
Yes.
America runs on Cremota.
New York Times.
We're actually in Target now, so if you want to go to your local Target, you can
Stop
actually get.
lying.
It'll sound better if we say
People
that.
would have gone to Target and been really disappointed.
Fuck. Okay, you're fine. Okay, it's not at Target, but you just got to go on the website, cremota.com.
Perfect. Yeah.
You guys want to end off on anything? You want to plug in anything?
Check out the highlights channel
Oh, I forgot. We have a highlight channel, unfiltered.com/YouTube.
and a TikTok. And you can
For those of you with short attention spans like us.
We haven't posted on there in a while, but we're gonna hire somebody so they can help post every day on there because it's really tough getting all that shit done.
book me on Cameo.
Stop. What are you doing?
I love that.
Get the fuck out of my house.
You know, Matt will put. There's times where he'll be like, "Hey, can you be in this?" I think they're paying a little bit more, so he's like, he wants to give him.
I've only done that a few times.
But I feel like you wait till it's like a good amount where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna give him a good cameo. So you just like put friends in there. Get, like,
It
a little
helps.
bit- I know it helps, but it's just funny.
Don't
I like
expect
it.
to get them in the Cameo. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. I love you. Besos. I need another drink.
I'm hot.